Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my NBA 2K25 MyGM series here with the Los Angeles Lakers. It is time for the Western... That's my cat. For the Western Conference Finals. We've got LA Lakers, which is us, and Dallas. And in the East, we've got a repeat of last year, Indiana up against New York. I hope you're all doing very well today. I'm a little bit sheepish about how we're going to go up against Dallas because they have a very good team and they gave us the toughest go-around in the regular season because they've got Luka, obviously. They've got Kyrie. They've got Klay Thompson. But in the offseason, they added Jimmy Butler. So they got dudes. They've got dudes. Not that we don't have dudes, but they got dudes. We're going to simulate the first couple of games, see how we go in the series. Hopefully, we can get to a point where we have a knockout game to our advantage, and then we can proceed to the NBA Finals for the second consecutive year. Fingers crossed that can happen. Game 1. Bol's got the flu. He's not in the rotation, so it doesn't matter. We go up 1-0. We win by 5. Anthony Davis is 1 steal away from a 5x5. He was excellent. LaMelo, 25 and 8. Very good. Jovic, 23 points. Dillingham and Cam Thomas all scored above 20, although Dillingham was very inefficient from the field. Did hit 10 of 10 free throws, which did help the cause. In terms of the Mavericks, Luka, 38, 9, and 13, had 6 turnovers and 5 fouls. Kyrie Irving, 24, 7, and 6. Nobody else above 20 points for them. But a massive comeback in the fourth quarter. A 50-27 fourth quarter allowed us to win by 5 at home. Great result for Game 1. Game 2 in LA. Should see how we go. Also keeping an eye on the Eastern Conference Finals where New York is up 2-0 up against Indiana. We win Game 2. This time a bit more of a blowout. Cam Thomas leads the way with 32, 5, and 4. LaMelo gets a double-double. Dillingham, 20 points on the game. Also fouled out. So that was a bit of a shame. For the Mavs, Luka, 39, 12, and 12. Another triple-double. But nobody else really contributing for the Mavs. Game 3 in Dallas this time. I mean, not hopefully. I would like to see Indiana fight back a little bit. Because I wouldn't mind having a rematch of last year. Because that was actually quite an interesting series. But if we play the Knicks in the finals from this point of view. Or this point in time. I'm not too fussed. But Dallas could make a comeback. We'll see what happens. I've spoken into existence. Dallas come back with a game in Dallas. Indiana win in New York. We'll look at the box score. They absolutely blew us out. They were incredible. Luka gets a triple-double. Kyrie Irving scored 34. Jimmy Butler with 24. Klay Thompson 19 off the bench. We had a few guys show up for us, but not our best performance, it must be said. But yeah, a 36-point win to Dallas. Not great. Game 4 in Dallas. Hopefully, we can go up 3-1. We don't. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. Same goes for the Eastern Conference. We'll look at the box score. Luka Doncic, 40-point triple-double. Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler both above 25 points. We had 4 guys score 20 points, but Dallas just blew us out. LaMelo fouled out. Ugh. Terrible news, but we're back in Los Angeles now with an opportunity to go up 3-2. Indiana and New York are also tied up 2 games apiece. Bol's recovered from the flu. We do go up 3 games to 2, as does Indiana. We'll look at the box score. We win by a point at home. Nikola Jovic led the way with 32 points, 10 for 13 from 3-point land. He's done that a few times this series where there's been a clutch game and he's hit 10 plus threes in a playoff game, which I will look at that in a second. Cam Thomas also scores 30 plus as he fouls out, as does Dillingham. In terms of the Mavericks, 32, 4 and 8 for Luka in 41 minutes. Jimmy Butler, 27. Now, what I was going to quickly look at is the league. Where am I going to look for? NBA records, playoff game. So, if you didn't watch the last episode, you will see that Cam Thomas broke LeBron's scoring record in a playoff game from last season. He did that in the simulation. We didn't actually play that game, which is hilarious. But if we go to three-pointers made, Nikola Jovic now has 3 of the top 5 scoring or 3-point scoring games in playoff history. He got 13. I think that was in the last episode. He got 11 in the first round of last year's playoffs, and then he got 10 in the simulation just in that game. Damian Lillard and Klay Thompson also in and around the place. So that is quite funny. But we now have Game 6. I believe it's in Dallas. So hopefully we can send the Mavericks on their way as we make our way to another NBA Finals. Who will be waiting on the other side? We will wait and see. Let's go! The 2 best teams in the NBA taking place in the Western Conference Finals. Very excited for this matchup. LA Mavericks. Going to be a very, very interesting series. In terms of the regular season matchup, they were the most competitive team up against us this year. And I'm very excited to see what they can bring to the table in this elimination game. Who's going to come out on top? And as we play this Game 6 matchup in Dallas, then the Game 6 matchup in the East actually took place before this game, and New York did win that game. So there will be a Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals between the Pacers and the New York Knicks. I'm very nervous about this game. I want it to be a good, strong game, a good competitive contest. And Davis winning the tip is hopefully a good omen for this result. LaMelo, we just need easy points to start this game. Finds Jovic down low, gets the first basket on the nice pick and roll. Now Cam Thomas has the Jimmy Butler assignment. We might need to rely on the Jimmy stopper a little bit later in the series, or in the game, excuse me. PJ Washington misses the first shot for the Mavericks. Actually, Dillingham's wide open. Takes the 3, misses unfortunately. Dillingham is wide open in the corner. Finds LaMelo in the opposite corner. Hits the 3! Lakers up 5 in the first minute. As LaMelo gets to the rim, misses on that opportunity. Great defense by Luka. Jimmy Butler gets the 3 in the corner. Gets the Mavericks' first score. Go the Jovic, pick and fade with LaMelo. We'll kick it to the corner. Cam Thomas has Jimmy. Davis has Lively. Bullying him down low. Draws the foul very nicely. Davis makes 2 for 2 at the line, and his first campaign as team captain of the Lakers has been pretty good so far. He had a very good regular season. He's been a little bit quiet in the playoffs scoring-wise, but has sort of lifted his defense as he's playing more minutes at center compared to Okongwu. I think he's averaging about 4.5 blocks a game, if we just see on the ticket as it goes by. Okongwu averaging nearly 2 blocks off the bench. And Jovic actually chipping in with a block per game as well. Dillingham gets to the rim very nicely by Kyrie. Go pick and fade once again. LaMelo drives to the basket, gets challenged by Lively, gets to the finish to go. LaMelo's got 5 on the board already. Cam Thomas guarding Jimmy very closely. Kyrie gets to the rim, guarded by Dillingham. Does a good job as we force the rebound and we force the stop. Cam Thomas gets the dunk. 4-point game to the Lakers early in the first quarter. Pick and fade between Davis and LaMelo. Cam Thomas in the quarter, being guarded by Jimmy Butler. Drives, finds Jovic. He goes up for 3. He's been hot this playoffs. First 3 on the board for Jovic. Luka demanding the ball from Jimmy Butler. Jimmy not giving it up. Cam Thomas gets by the screen. Stays on Jimmy. Drives to the basket. Gets fouled and gets the and one. Great play from Jimmy Butler. Waved off Luka, says, I got this. And gets to the basket. Just take a quick timeout after Jimmy's made free throw. And we'll get some subs into the game. Okongwu and Mathurin get into it. Mathurin has a bit of size advantage on Kyrie Irving. Gets to the rim, gets fouled. We'll go this pick and roll with Mathurin and Okongwu. Mathurin gets this layup to go. I thought he was going to get blocked by Lively, but puts it up with the right hand and gets it to go. We'll go pick and fade with Davis and LaMelo again. LaMelo finds Mathurin in the corner. We'll get Davis on the three this time. There we go. 3 points to Davis. We just needed one to go. We knew if we shot enough, one eventually would go in. Doncic. Screen was set by Jimmy Butler. Misses the three. Okongwu bringing the ball up. Cam Thomas gets to the rim on the handoff. He gets his second basket of the game. Kyrie has Mathurin on the back foot. Pulls up from the mid-range. Doesn't get it. Lively, the offensive rebound. We'll get Okongwu as the ball handler. Mathurin as the screen setter. Okongwu showing a bit of ability off the dribble. Very nice work. Okongwu guarding Lively on the perimeter. Luka gets the handoff. Step back three. Misses as Mathurin gets another defensive rebound. He's going to run the break. Davis wide open for three again. Misses another three. Davis finds Mathurin on the inside. Puts the shot up over Kyrie and hits it. Now we've checked the Jimmy stopper into the game, and he's actually guarding Klay Thompson as Jimmy is not in the game at this stage. But Max Christie, a capable three-point shooter, as he did prove, so far in the series and in the playoffs last year. LaMelo finds Max Christie. Launches a bomb. 7-point game. Less than a minute to go in the first. LaMelo just lets Luka go. Misses the bank shot. Luka gets the offensive rebound, but Mathurin gets the steal. Okongwu thought about taking the three, doesn't. We should be able to get the 2 for 1. Max Christie trying to get by Klay Thompson, but is fouled by Luka Doncic. I think that's Quentin Grimes, if I remember correctly from last time. Mathurin guarding, not Jokic, Doncic. 5-point game as he makes the basket. Well, we got 15 seconds to extend the lead going into the second quarter. Jovic, pick and fade, swings to Okongwu. That's a long 2. We hit it. The 3 would have been nice, but we'll take it. 37 plays 30, end of the first quarter, excuse me, as the Lakers are looking to advance to the NBA Finals. If we look at the stats on the game so far, Cam Thomas, 7 points, 3 of 4 shooting, has made a 3, probably been our best player so far. Benedict Mathurin off the bench has also been very good. LaMelo played the entire first quarter, 5 and 2, 2 of 4 from the field. Nikola Jovic hasn't missed a shot yet, has been very good starting the game. Anthony Davis has been very inefficient, but has been a defensive presence. Okongwu has also been very good. Max Christie hit a 3 coming off the bench. Dillingham pretty quiet so far. In terms of the Mavericks, Luka Doncic 13, 4 and 2 to start the game. 6 of 12 from the field, so we don't necessarily mind that. But Jimmy Butler has been very efficient with the shots he's been given. 10 points on 5 shots. PJ Washington has been dangerous. Derek Lively has also been good. Kyrie Irving, pretty quiet so far, which I don't necessarily mind. And if we look at the team comparison, we can see we're leading most of the metrics so far. Biggest lead of 11. That's been cut down to 7 to end the first quarter. But we're only 5 of 11 shooting from 3. We could be shooting a little bit better considering some of the shots we've taken, but I'm not too mad about how we've been going so far. We lead the way by 7. Hopefully, this is a predecessor of what we're going to be seeing for the rest of the game. Hopefully, we can get some more good shots and then find our way in the NBA Finals by the end of today's video. Second quarter now underway. Dillingham guarding Kyrie, who had a very quiet first quarter, pulls up in the mid-range, gets the first points for the Mavericks in the first. I believe that's only his second field goal so far. Luka's having a sit down, as is Jimmy Butler still. Dillingham finds Mathurin in the corner, gives it to Max Christie. We'll get Jovic in a pick and fade. Actually, Dillingham's going to take the mid-range. Can't hit. There was plenty of space. Couldn't get the shot to go down. Klay Thompson's been given the ball, almost goes back court, but Max Christie has him on the perimeter. Kyrie thought about the three. Dillingham gets in a good defensive position. Kyrie with the step back, knocks it down. Dillingham calling for the pick and roll with Okongwu. Anything you can do, Kyrie, I can do better. As Okongwu hits the three. Dillingham gets the assist on the game. The lead extended to 6. As Thompson opts to bring the ball up instead of Kyrie now. Daniel Gafford on the perimeter. Not really a jump shooter, but is very good getting baskets around the rim. Kyrie, speaking of getting baskets around the rim, goes up with the left hand and makes it. A great little battle between Dillingham and Kyrie to start the second quarter. We'll go pick and roll once again. Dillingham finds Jovic for 3 in the corner. He knocks it down. A second 3 on the game for Jovic. Dillingham opting to get his teammates a little bit involved in the game rather than going backwards and forwards with Kyrie, as you know he can't forever keep up with him basket for basket. Mathurin has space. Takes the mid-range jumper, knocks it down. They're opting with a double big man lineup with Mo Wagner and Gafford. Kyrie in the mid-range once again. Wagner for 3. Misses. Great possession by the Lakers. Mathurin opting to go by Quentin Grimes. Goes up with the right reverse layup. Makes it. He's now in double digits. Another pick and fade called. Dillingham going to go to the basket this time. Rise up and get the slam. Mathurin trying to guard Kyrie. Can't. Kyrie blows the layup. Okongwu with the defensive stop. Let's slow this down a little bit. Pick and fade. Jovic. As Dillingham gets the basket. Jimmy Butler and Derek Lively have checked back into the game. Jovic, pick and fade. We want to get Mathurin on Jimmy. We want to tire him out defensively. And then if we can get some baskets to go on the other end. As Derek Lively gets a second foul on him. Mathurin does a very good job as Luka checks back into the game as well. Mathurin going to be guarding Doncic. As Okongwu has Washington. Max Christie has Kyrie. He launches the 3, misses. Jovic gets the rebound. We haven't made a sub in a while. We probably should think about getting some fresh blood into the game shortly. Dillingham didn't like what he saw. Okongwu gets the handoff. We flick it to Mathurin. Quick 3 on the perimeter. Knocks it down. He's got 16 off the bench. 10 in the quarter. Coming out of the timeout. Lakers leading by 11. 4.5 to go in the second. LaMelo gets the pick and roll with Davis. Thompson intercepts. That's not a great pass by LaMelo, but we get the stop on the defensive end. Great job, Max Christie. This time we find Davis inside on Jimmy Butler. Davis finally gets a field goal to go. I think he was 1 for 7. Max Christie gets another rebound. We'll find LaMelo out on the break. Davis inside on Klay Thompson. Gets the slam to go. It's what we need. We just need Davis to find a couple of easy baskets. And then his confidence will grow. Unfortunately, on the defensive end, he is guarding Klay Thompson on the perimeter. Who fortunately isn't really an off-the-dribble kind of guy. But it's more, if he puts a shot up for 3, at least we've got the long arms of Davis to contest. Whoa, where did that pass go? It's Mavericks ball. Mathurin, bit of a sloppy pass. LaMelo on the back foot. Does well guarding Kyrie. Davis with a great contest on Jimmy Butler. Great D from our captain. LaMelo finds Cam Thomas on the perimeter. Max Christie's up top. Going to Davis. 10 on the shot clock. Gets by, not Okongwu. Derek Lively is Davis. 11 and 4 on the game so far. After that, Luka, quite an easy basket to be honest. Davis in the corner. Hopefully we can get this one to go. It does go. Davis finally hits another jump shot. Max Christie picks up Jimmy Butler. Great defense. Even better offense, unfortunately. We got to remember that Jimmy Butler is a world-class talent. Just something to be mindful of. LaMelo Gets the screen and roll from Davis, but finishes himself at the rim. Gets the lead back out to 10. Probably one possession left in the quarter, depending on what Luka chooses to do. Does a couple of funky spin moves. Fades in the post. LaMelo gets the block. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Will Max Christie go all the way? I think he will. Gets fouled. Gets the N1 to go as Jimmy Butler. Bit of a silly foul there. Lead by 12 at this stage of the game. Could be 13 if Max Christie knocks down the free throw, which he does. 13-point game. 5 seconds to go. Ball's going to be in Luka's hands. Oh, that's a... Oh, you're joking. Oh, for God's sake, LaMelo. That is so unlucky, but also so dumb. This is going to be a 9-point game going into halftime after that 4-point play by the MVP. Okay, let's get into the halftime stats. Halftime has come. Benedict Mathurin leading the way with 16 points, 4 rebounds, an assist and a steal to his name. Does have a couple of turnovers. A little bit disappointing there, but he's been pretty efficient. And I've been pretty happy with this work so far. Anthony Davis did sort of start to come alive in that second quarter. If we have a look, he was 4 for 7 that quarter in 5 minutes. Did score the 9 points. Pretty happy with what he's done so far. Hopefully he can be a little bit more efficient in the second half. Max Christie, 8 points coming off the bench, 3 rebounds, 3 or 4 from the field, including 1 for 2 from 3. Hasn't been as good on Jimmy Butler as he has in previous games. Hopefully we can pick that up in the second half. Rob Dillingham really started that quarter fantastically, sort of in a bit of a back and forth battle between himself and Kyrie Irving. 8, 2, and 5 on 4 for 7 shooting has been very good. Nikola Jovic has sort of been a playoff riser for us since basically the series began. 8, 5, and 3. Hasn't missed a shot yet. Has been excellent. LaMelo has also been very good at the point guard position, sort of sharing that with Dillingham so far. 7 and 5. Does have a block to his name, but also has that dumb foul at the end of the second quarter. And then we have Cam Thomas and Onyeka Okongwu, both of which have also been very good. On the Mavericks side of things, their top 3 scorers are sort of outscoring our top scorer, which is a little cause for concern, but means that they're sort of relying on three guys to win the game for them. Luka Doncic, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Was a bit more efficient that quarter, 9 of 18 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and also had a free throw to go with it. Jimmy Butler has been exceptional, as has Kyrie Irving, was very good at the start of that quarter. I think he scored about, how many points did he get in that second quarter? 15 points in that second quarter. He was very good. And then PJ Washington missed a 3, not as good in that second quarter. Klay Thompson's been pretty quiet, as has Derek Lively, but he has been good defensively. And in terms of the team comparison, again, we're doing pretty good. Could hopefully get a few less turnovers in the second half, but most of the metrics are staying the same. Biggest lead of 13, current lead of 9. We should have had a lead of 13 going into the second half, but Luka Magic, what can I say? They've got 4 offensive rebounds to our 1, which is a little bit annoying. Second chance points, I'm not going to worry about that too much, but we're doing well from the foul line, 3-point line, and with our field goals. So I'm quite happy with how we're going so far. Let's be strong going into the second half. We're into the second half now, and we've got a bit of a different looking lineup. Mavs have their full starting lineup in. And if they need to mount a comeback, now is the time to do it. They missed their first shot of the quarter. LaMelo gets his first rebound of the game. Davis has PJ Washington on him, which I'm actually quite happy with that lineup. That matchup, I should say. He goes up with the right hand, misses, unfortunately. A couple of misses for both teams to start the quarter. Jimmy Butler, Davis doesn't get back on defense, and PJ Washington gets the first basket of the third. So it's a 7-point game. Just over 23 minutes left to go in the game as LaMelo gets another layup to go. But it's been a sort of a game of runs this game so far. We'll get out to a double-digit lead and then they'll sort of cut it back a little bit, and then we'll get it back out, and then they'll make a couple more baskets. But we've always maintained the lead, which is good. I don't think Dallas have led at any point of this game so far. Mathurin takes the three, knocks it down, his second three of the ball game. Mathurin on Jimmy. Jimmy trying to break him down, gets to the rim. Gets it down to 9. LaMelo's got space at the top of the key. Misses. He probably could have taken the layup. We wanted to find Davis. LaMelo gets bumped by Luka. Luka gets 2 more. Post fade on Derek Lively. Misses again. Jump shooting has not been Anthony Davis's friend in this one. Kyrie is given plenty of space by Cam Thomas. Elects to give it to Luka. Not great spacing by the Mavs, and we force a turnover. We're going to run the break, see if we can get a quick basket at the rim. Actually, Jovic has a 3. We get it to go. Jovic. Another 3. I believe that's 3 for 4 from deep. He's been very good so far. Back to a 10-point game. Luka on the back door, guarded by Mathurin, concedes the foul. Gets the and 1. Misses the free throw, fortunately. We'll kick it forward to Cam Thomas. Mathurin, actually Okongwu, will get him back into the game. Gets the 2 points. He's now got 9. Either we have Davis off the floor or he's playing power forward. I don't know what that was, but we get the ball, which is excellent. Mathurin, he pulls up for 3. Perfect release. He's now into the 20s in terms of points on the game. He's got 22. Our leading scorer so far. He stays on Jimmy Butler very nicely. Forces the miss. Okongwu gets a 6th rebound on the game. Forwards it to Davis. Mathurin, I was going to say finds Thomas, but we end up giving it to Davis. We give it to Cam Thomas in the mid-range. He's given a little bit of space by Kyrie. Gets to the rim. Can't get the and 1. Kyrie fouls. Cam Thomas misses the free throw, but Davis the offensive rebound. Kicks it back to Thomas. Pick and roll by Davis. We get the layup to go. Thomas now up to 15. And that's a great hustle play by our captain. We now have the biggest lead of the game, 16 points. Cam Thomas guarding Kyrie. Jimmy Butler coming off the screen. Mathurin goes at the 3, misses. Tries again. Jimmy Butler gets the 3 to go. Good D by LaMelo to force that shot. Oh, that was a little bit sus for my liking. Davis going to set another screen for LaMelo. LaMelo this time gives it up to Davis. Gets the 2 points to go. He has 16. Cam Thomas bringing the ball up. Mathurin's in the corner. Actually, you're going to give the handoff to Mathurin. He goes up for 3. Knocks it down. 25 on the game for Mathurin as it's a 20-point lead. Doncic took the shot. LaMelo given space by Doncic. Will go the Davis-Okongwu pick and roll. Okongwu gives to Cam Thomas in the corner. Another 3 to the Lakers. Cam Thomas going to be playing some point guard just in this back end of the quarter. We've got Jovic at the 3, Mathurin at the 2. So we're sort of playing a bit big at the moment. And then Davis at the 4, Okongwu at the 5. We turn the ball over. Not a great find by Thomas. We're trying to find Davis in the corner. Thomas on Doncic. Defensively is a little bit of a nightmare, but we're going to go with it. Okongwu, some good defense on Derek Lively. Clay sets the screen for Jimmy Butler. Mathurin, good contest, gets the block. Thomas is going to run the break. Okongwu finds Davis, gets the slam to go. We'll go pick and fade with Davis and Cam Thomas. We get plenty of space, and Cam Thomas gets 2 points back, and he's now into the 20-point range for his game so far. I think he and Mathurin are leading the way. Davis not far behind. Thomas is set a screen by Davis. Doesn't get much use out of it. We'll go Davis to post up on Klay Thompson. Hopefully something comes from that. We get the double team. Jovic for 3. Gets it to go. A 4th three-pointer for Jovic in the game. He's been excellent when it's mattered most in the playoffs. And elimination games. There are no games much bigger. Doncic fades away in the mid-range. Gets 2 points back. We now have a Kongwu open on the perimeter. We get Davis posting up again. This time it's Jovic for another three. Hits a 5th three of the ball game. Quentin Grimes on Jovic. Jimmy Butler gets to the rim. Can't stop that, unfortunately. Just over 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Where do we go? I think we just go pick and roll with Davis and Thomas. Thomas gives it up to Davis. Goes up with the left hand. Misses. Bit of a disappointing end to the quarter. Davis missing a couple of crucial shots. But we lead with 20. I think 22 with 1 quarter to go until the NBA Finals. We'll look at the numbers once again for the Lakers. Benedict Mathurin leading the way. 27 points off the bench. He's also played the most minutes for the Lakers so far. Hasn't missed a shot inside the three-point line. 10 for 12 from the field, 4 for 6 from deep. Cam Thomas also sort of lit up the third quarter. He's got 20 on the game now. 8 for 10 from the field, 3 or 4 from deep. Anthony Davis has played a pretty well-rounded game. 18, 7 and 5 with 2 steals. 7 of 21 from the field isn't great. 2 of 8 from 3 could be better. But he hasn't necessarily taken bad shots, so I don't necessarily mind that. And it's not as if it's costing us the game. Nikola Jovic, I mean, he's been excellent in the starting sort of 4 spot. 17, 8 and 3, 6 for 7 from the field, 5 or 6 from 3. He's been amazing. LaMelo, scoring-wise, pretty quiet. He's got the 9 assists and a block. Does have a turnover to his name, which is disappointing. Okongwu's been amazing off the bench. Dillingham, I don't think he played that quarter. And Max Christie, I don't think he played that quarter either. But we will get Dillingham and Christie some run in the 4th. We might even get some Cam Christie and Bronny in there as well. In terms of the Mavericks, Doncic and Jimmy Butler leading the way with 62 points between them. They've been outstanding. Kyrie Irving, pretty quiet that quarter. I don't think he scored. Didn't take a shot, actually, in the 8 minutes he played. PJ Washington has 5, Derek Lively 4, Clay has a 3 to his name. So does Quentin Grimes, and Daniel Gafford's played 8 minutes for 2 points and 3 rebounds. Apart from their big 3, pretty quiet. Team comparison-wise, it's been a much better quarter. So if we look at the second half stats, 71% from the field, 73% from 3, only 1 for 2 from the foul line, which isn't, you miss 1, it's okay. But the Mavericks have still been pretty good. We just had a very hot quarter, but very happy with the general numbers on how we're going. 27-point lead is the biggest lead. We're currently at 22, so the Mavericks did cut it back a little bit towards the end. But we've got through the Premiership quarter, or the Championship quarter. In Australia, we call the third quarter the Premiership quarter in Australian rules football. So that's where that's come from. So the Championship quarter for the Lakers. We're now into the 4th quarter, 1 quarter away from a second consecutive NBA Finals. Not long to go now. LaMelo now has Kyrie. Step back by Kyrie. Hasn't scored since the first half. Misses that mid-range jumper. Dillingham bringing the ball up. Jovic going to set a screen. Dillingham had Kyrie on him. Max Christie gets by Clay. No, he doesn't. Gives it to Dillingham. This time gets to the basket. Is fouled by Daniel Gafford. Max Christie has Gafford down low. Just being absolutely bullied by the big man. Does a good job. Klay Thompson. Well, we get lucky there. Max Christie has a Kongwu. Oh, we're going to get a dunk here. There we go. Great find by Max Christie. Very good. Gets the defensive rebound, finds his big man on the other end. LaMelo on Kyrie. Jimmy Butler is in the game, meaning the Jimmy Stopper has a job to do. Kyrie pulls up for 3. Max Christie going to get the hand off on the outlet pass. Max Christie trying to get by Jimmy. All right. What are we going? Let's go pick and fade with Christie and Jovic. Jovic for another 3, misses on this occasion. Couldn't get it to go. Not a bad find by Christie. LaMelo has Klay Thompson as the defensive assignment. PJ Washington for another 3. Finds Christie for a quick three. Okongwu, another offensive rebound. LaMelo should be able to get by Thompson. I can't get a name out at all. Now we have some LaMelo Ball free throws. We're also going to get some subs into the game. I like that Gary Payton at the end of the game is in a suit. On the end of the bench is in a suit. So if we ever needed to check him in, you just need to run to the locker room, change out of his suit, get his gear on, and then hopefully score some points. But Jimmy Butler for three. Where's the Jimmy stopper when we need him? The Jimmy stopper. Here we go again. Guarding him in the high post. LaMelo has Kyrie. Screen coming from Lively. Kyrie takes the three. 18-point games, just over half a quarter to go. Not impossible. We have done a lot worse. Anthony Davis going to post up on Klay Thompson. Thomas is found. Matherin's going to take the long two. Knocks it down. 29 for him. It's going to be, if we win this game and advance to the NBA Finals, it's going to be very interesting to see who wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Because Luka Doncic has a fair chance of winning just because of how incredible he has been statistically. Max Christie gets to the rim again. He's got 10 on the game. He's been very good. But Doncic has basically gotten a triple-double from every game he's been in, but he would have lost the series. So I think if anyone was going to get it from our team, it would probably be either LaMelo or Cam Thomas. Remains to be seen. Klay Thompson misses that wild jumper. We have Davis on the wing, who now finds himself inside on Klay Thompson. He's now on to 20 points. He's been very good. Max Christie, hopefully living up to his name. The Jimmy Stopper at it again. Matherin gets a 5th rebound. Trying to run the break on Kyrie. Find Davis inside. Guarding, posts up on PJ Washington. Fades away for 2. The game is in a bit of a tense position at this stage. I think we're going to be okay though. Kyrie's down low. Contested late by LaMelo. Davis gets the defensive rebound. Kicks it up to Max Christie. Davis has Jimmy Butler down low. Should be able to get 2 points. But we're fouled by Jimmy Butler. LaMelo on the inbound. Give it up to Cam Thomas, who hasn't done a great deal this quarter, but we're actually going to kick it out to Anthony Davis. Derek Lively doesn't get up in the air. We have 5 seconds to get a score. Max Christie with a grenade. Knocks it down. Great find by Anthony Davis, and Max Christie in the face of Jimmy Butler knocks down a 3. Luka Doncic, another 3. Misses. Max Christie's got 7 rebounds off the bench. He has been very good. Can't go all the way. Finds Matherin. Kicks it out to Davis. Goes baseline. Actually, we'll post up. Derek Lively. Go up with the right hand. Miss the tight shot. Can't get it to go. Nobody's picked up Kyrie on the break. Max Christie. Kyrie Irving. Guarded by Cam Thomas. It's another foul. Davis gets his first foul as Kyrie gets the N1. Free throw made by Kyrie, and Bronny James getting some court time in the Western Conference Finals. Is he the key to getting this victory? Although victory has already been secured, you'd think at this point in time. Davis sets the screen. Bronny is fouled. Can't get the N1. Derek Lively has 3 fouls. Jimmy's out of the game, so Max Christie's now going to pick up Quentin Grimes. Kyrie for 3. Misses. Davis gets the rebound. Cam Thomas picked up by... Actually, Davis is going to get 2 points here. 28 for Davis. Now he's got to play... Ooh, Klay Thompson showing some skills. Quentin Grimes in the corner. That's his second 3 of the game. Probably a bit late to mount a comeback at this point, but 23 points in 50 seconds. Probably out of the picture, you'd think at this stage. Bronny trying to get to the rim. Finds Davis with Klay Thompson all over him. And we turn the ball over. Dallas still trying. It's good to see. Quinn Grimes misses. Bronny gets a rebound. What a guy. We'll swing it around. Max Christie in the corner for 3. Hits another one. He has been really good off the bench. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. I think 3 3-pointers made, maybe 4. I don't know. Bronny locks up Kyrie for 3 seconds. The Lakers are finals bound. We knock out the Mavericks in a much more comfortable game than the last game we played against the Mavericks. But that was very enjoyable. Very happy with how we played. A second consecutive NBA Finals. Will the Knicks or Pacers be waiting for us? Who's the Western Conference Finals MVP? We don't know. Anthony Davis is player of the game, though. That's actually a little surprising. I thought it might have been Benedict Mathurin, but the big fella gets it. I suppose that's fair. He did sort of stuff the stat sheet, albeit a little inefficiently, but I'm not too worried about it as LaMelo raises the Western Conference Finals trophy. I don't know who gets the MVP. Is there like a thing for that? Who is that coach just standing there? Davis gets the MVP. Wow, that's surprising. That is really surprising. I was totally expecting that to be LaMelo. 3 guys over 25 points. Luka Doncic only got 2 assists. That is surprising. Quentin Grimes hit a couple of 3s, as did PJ Washington. Klay Thompson was very quiet, although did get 2 steals and 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. We head over to our guys. We had 3 guys over 20 as well, but we had 5 guys over 15, most importantly. Benedict Mathurin led the way, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Anthony Davis ended up with 28 from 26 shots. Most of those in the second half came inside the paint, with 14 points in the second half, 6 of 12 from the field, compared to his first half where he was 5 for 14. So much better in the second half it was Anthony Davis. Also got 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and he hit some free throws as well, 4 for 4 from the foul line. Cam Thomas was good, Nikola Jovic was good, Max Christie was excellent off the bench. LaMelo didn't shoot a great deal, but got 11 assists. Dillingham only played the 18 minutes and sort of played his role, but did a job. Okongwu got a double-double off the bench, very efficient, and then Bronny sort of played junk time minutes as well. But if you look at the team comparison, we ended up with 7 turnovers, which I don't think is our worst sort of operation of the season, but certainly not something to be proud of. Our biggest lead was 29. We ended up winning by 26. We led second chance points, which we weren't at some point in time. We got a lot of offensive rebounds. I think about half of those were on one play. Lots of assists, lots of bench points, fast break points, shot well from the foul line, 62% from the field, 46% from 3. Basically everything you could want from a Western Conference Finals victory. As we make the finals for the second consecutive season, who will be waiting for us? It's going to be the Pacers once again. Anthony Davis, Western Conference Finals MVP. Halliburton, once again, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He got it last year. That's a great stat line for Anthony Davis. Didn't shoot the ball well from 3, but very good elsewhere and got a lot of steals and blocks. Halliburton, 30 points per game once again. It's going to be a repeat performance. What did Game 7 look like? Jeez, Miles Turner showed up. 5 blocks, 29 points, 8 rebounds. Halliburton wasn't that good, but got to the foul line lots. Brunson, Miles Bridges did good. Julius Randle, a bit quiet. Now, there is something to be said. I did notice this at the start of the playoffs, but I didn't want to mention it unless we played the Pacers. It's a little awkward, but Pascal Siakam for the second consecutive season has a season-ending injury and won't feature in the NBA Finals. I think last season it was an ankle sprain. This time it's a dislocated patella. Same leg. So no Pascal Siakam once again in the finals. So our job against the Pacers got a lot easier once again. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you're all doing very, very well and have had a great time on this episode. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys then. Bye!